I'm here with Roxanne Coble, and wow, does she have a really cool idea for adding texture to your journals, right?
Yeah.
So how are we going to get started?
So we're doing it with some plaster gauze, which I started using this after I taught a children's art camp. And I saw how much fun they were having with it, so I was like, okay, get me some of this plaster. So you just cut a small little piece, dunk it in some water, and you're gonna wanna hold it for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. And then pull it out, and you'll hear some kind of like snap, crackle, pop action happening, and that's when you know that the plaster's activated. So I'm just gonna kind of gently between.
That's just like doing paper mache or something where you just go ahead and squeeze it on out with your fingers.
And really gentle though, because you don't want to remove all the plaster. Then I'm gonna come over here to my journal page, which I kind of already have started, and put it down. And then using my fingers, I'm just kind of gently rub the plaster in. And this helps kind of bind the plaster to your paper.
So whatever you're activating in the plaster is actually acting as a glue, so you're not actually adding any extra adhesive.
Exactly.
So actually you could have other things under there which are essentially adhering.
Exactly, exactly. So if we come over here, you can see where I have ephemera underneath, paint underneath. So you could really be doing this at any point during your mixed media process or your journal page or what have you. But once this is dried, and you want to give it as much dry time as possible, 24 hours or so.
And I noticed you even dried your brush off, so you're working with a relatively dry brush here.
Yeah, because if you come in with a super wet brush, it's gonna kind of loosen up that plaster again, which is something you don't want happening. So you can see I'm going right over there on top of the plaster.
And I see that you're extending past the plaster so that we kind of lose where the plaster starts and ends. I also want to talk about your color choices. Yeah. You're essentially using a bunch of different versions of pink or red.
Yeah, and I'm kind of doing that for this particular page because I already have pinks already going on, so I'm kind of helping bring things more cohesively together, and it just kind of helps create an interesting gradation. You can also see I'm not rinsing my brush either in between, so I'm also getting a really unique kind of blend of colors happening.
I like that dirty brush thing, and when you work in the same color family, I just think it looks beautiful.
Here's the other thing too, I'm lazy, so I don't want to have to be dunking, cleaning, none of that.
No, too much work.
Exactly.
Too much work.
Exactly.
And so the other thing I noticed is you're not being really precise, you're really letting things blend, it's relaxed and easy, and we're getting the texture of that plaster while adding a ton of color.
Totally, and then I mean, that's really up to your own style, how you like to work. You can do it really clean, you could paint, interesting patterns on top, let it be more raw and kind of crazy and abstract, which is kind of more my funky style, or you can come in and kind of be more precise with it. Totally depends on what you want to do.
And let's look at the one over there that you have that's finished. I mean, besides the fact that it's absolutely gorgeous and I can see all that nice pattern, I'm trying to even find the plaster because it just looks so textured and beautiful, but it's over on the left side, I think.
You can see where I've put the plaster in over here, and I've actually done some additional layering on top. So I have paint in there, tissue paper on top. It's really a flexible medium.
This is a trick that I've got to try. Thank you so much.